Yeah, hi guys. So let's look at this next question from algebra from CAT 2021 slot 1 question. Okay, and again, it's a good high quality question of algebra, but we have covered this concept in the class. If you have attempted after my class, it was a cakewalk kind of question. Okay, so now let's look at this. What concept we should use for such question actually? Okay, so look at the concept behind such question. This question it actually says that the modulus here, okay, modulus inequality. So the first concept being used here is, so let's say for example there's a number line here, okay, and this number line has got 2 points here, A and B. So let's say this point is A, this point is B. Okay, so if this has happened like this, so now the distance between these 2 points is given by mod of A minus B, or I can say mod of B minus A. That is the distance between these 2 points, right? What is mod? So mod of x is equal to x if x is positive, is equal to minus x if x is negative. Okay, so for example, what is mod of 5? So mod of 5 equal to 5 because x is positive. What is mod of minus 5? So is equal to minus x, that is minus of minus 5, that is again 5 because x is negative. Okay, these are two cases here. So for example, you can put some values here. So let's say for example you put the values here, like let's say 7 and 12. So difference between 7 and 12 is 5, right? So I can write this difference as 5. So this is mod of A minus B, that is mod of 7 minus 12, that is equal to mod of minus 5, and we know that mod of minus 5 is 5 only. Okay, so mod of minus 5 is 5, or I can write it as mod of 12 minus 7, that is equal to again 5. Okay, so mod of 12 minus 7 is again is equal to 5. So this is a 5 is the distance between these 2 points A and B, correct? So now just try to analyze this question in this term actually. Okay, now this term here says that you just draw this number line here. Okay, so look at the first scenario here. So in the first scenario, what I can see here is these numbers, it says that take 2 mod at a time. Okay, let's say I take this one actually. So it says that mod of n minus 60 is less than mod of n minus 100. Okay, so just let's draw these 2 points here where this mod will be 0. So like mod of n minus 60, it will be 0 at 60. So let's make one point as 60 and the other point as 100. Okay, so now what you can see here is now mod of n minus 60. So n must be n is a point actually, right? So n is a point where distance from 60, what do you mean by n minus 60? So n, what do you mean by A minus B? It is distance between n and 60, right? So mod of n minus 60 means it is distance between, when I draw a number line, if I draw n and 60, so this difference between, or this distance between these 2 points is mod of n minus 60, correct? So mod of n minus 60, that means point distance between n and 60 should be less than distance between n and 100, correct? So for example, so normally how do we think in this question? We think by the average of these two. Why average? Because now let's say for example 60 and 100 average is 80. Okay, so can I say if this 80 is n here, so distance between n and 60 should be less than distance between n and 100. So at 80 both are equal, right? So that's why you start thinking from average, because at average both will be equal, and this distance is also 20 and this is also 20, correct? So what I can say here is, so at 80, if n equal to 80, it will be equal. If n moves this side, for example, if n equal to 81, so obviously distance from 60 is greater than distance from 100. That I don't want. I want distance from 60 should be less than distance from 100. So that means the actually n should be this side, right? So for example, if n is equal to 79, for example, if n equal to 79, then I can say that distance between n and 60 is 19 and distance between n and 100 is 21. So obviously 19 is less than 21, so my case is satisfied, right? The distance between n and 60 is less than distance between n and 100. Okay, that means with this inequality, what I can say that, so let's write it down now. So mod of n minus 60 should be less than mod of n minus 100. So what I can tell from here is that n should be less than 80. n should be less than 80, right? For whatever value of n that is less than 80, okay, so distance from 60 would be greater than, if whatever value n takes less than 80, so distance from 60 will be actually less than that distance from 100. Okay, so let's say n takes this range here. Okay, so now let's try to put it on. Don't also go too far actually. Okay, so for example, we'll not write this right now. We'll not write this n equal to, let's say for example 10. If n equal to 10, the distance between 10 and 60 is 50. Okay, so obviously this distance are greater. Okay, so let's try to keep between 60 and 80 right now. So we'll just try to keep it around 60 and 80. Okay, around 60 and 80, right? Okay, so distance of 60 is less than distance of 100. So now n is less than 80, and just try to keep 80 is around 60 actually. Okay, because we have one more inequality to follow here. Okay, now what is second one? It is look at this next inequality. Mod of n minus 100 is less than mod of n minus 20. So mod of n minus 100 is less than mod of n minus 20. So what I can write here is, so now I can say that this is 20 and 100. Okay, so once this value is 20 and 100. Okay, so again I'll make this a number line. So let me make on this a number line here. Okay, so now so now this is actually between n and 100, right? So I'll just draw 2 points here. This will be 0 at 20 and this will be 0 at 100. Okay, so these are my two critical points here, 20 and 100. So again, what I want, distance from 100 should be less than distance from 60. So distance from 20, right? So n is a point. So again, let's make it first equal. So n should be average of 20 and 100, that is 60. So that is at 60. If n value is 60, distance from 20 and distance from 100 is same, correct? So that is equal, that is 40 and 40 here. So what I can say now is, I want distance from 100 to be less than distance from 60. Okay, so distance from 100 is less than distance from 60. That means n should move toward this side such that this distance is lesser and this distance is more. So n should be greater than 60, right? So what my next condition is that n should be greater than 60. Okay, so if I combine these two statements, it says that how many value of integers of n will satisfy this. Okay, so n is greater than 60 and n is less than 80. That means n can take all values from 61 to 79, all the integer values from 61 to 79. So I can say 19 is the answer of this question. Okay, so that's the complete formula behind this question, right? So next time you see such question, it should be very easy. You can just do it mentally, right? You can just do it mentally. You can just see here that, okay, that n is well, this is 60 and 100. So distance from 60 and 100 should be distance of 60 should be less than 100. So 60 and 100 average is 800. Oh sorry, average is 80. So that means n should be less than 80. In second case, 120. So its average is 60. So it is this, now distance from 100 should be lesser, it should be more than 60. So more than 60 less than 80. So 19 value is the answer. So you can just do it mentally, right? You don't require this number line also, you can do it mentally. Okay, so understanding this concept is very, very important, right? Okay, I hope all of you got this. Thank you. Yeah, and many of you are asking from me for any current offers running. Okay, so that's the offer running because that 20% offer got over. So this is the current offer running for 1 year and above subscriptions. This 6 months free extension. Okay, so for example, if you buy 12 months subscription, offer will be valid for 6 months more. That means in 12 months you're waiting for 18 months. In 18 months subscription, you'll be getting for 24 months. Okay, so you can use this offer. This will run for a couple of days actually. Okay, so you can use this if you want to enroll. Yeah, thank you.